in the interview, she starts asking him questions about, um, just about his decisions to just go in and attack these people that have bad intentions for interrogating them. And there are moments where he he doesn't really actually understand how this whole interview and journalism goes when you're doing a newspaper, because he's saying stuff that is off the record but not saying it's off the record. And she's stopping the tape, and he's asking all these questions, and they kind of get into this. He kind of starts off kind of sarcastic and joking, but he kind of gets very emotional and angry with her at a certain point in the interview, because she's asking him real questions and challenging him as a investigator journalist, which is her job. I mean, all real journalists, they challenge their people. And then he says something like, I'm giving you the longest, he's like, way longer interview than I ever gave myself. And then she goes, really, you time your interviews with yourself? And so they have a real strong argument and back and forth. And, he gets angry. And then, and so, she kind of, she goes, well, let's change the subject, as though she switched to talking about the support system he has online, and then also the people who don't like him. And he tries to say, he doesn't really pay attention to that. Superman doesn't have time for that. But then the more he says it, he kind of starts going from he doesn't to, a little bit here and there. He kind of changes his tune a little bit. And then, she brings up hashtag super shit, and he loses it. He gets pissed off. Lois, I hate that. And so, she knows that he looks into this stuff and it bothers him. I think she says people have seen him looking at it and reacting to it. So she knows. And so he gets angry, and she goes, well, she's like, I knew this wasn't going to work. She was like, and then he goes, what do you mean by that? And then he goes, like I told you, I'm not really good with relationships. And so he kind of gets up his stuff and he walks out of the apartment. And then I believe they cut to the next day. There's that little mini alien we saw now has grown up, and now he's attacking Metropolis. And Superman goes in and starts fighting this thing. And, as he's fighting this thing, he's also in the process of trying to save people. I believe at first the thing is trying to stomp, and then Superman catches his foot, and there's a dog down there that's barking at Superman, and Superman's trying to get the dog to leave, but he doesn't. So he uses his super breath to blow the dog out of the place, and then the monster now drops the foot down. The little girl sees him drop down. She looks scared, but then you see the gravel of the ground kind of kick it up, and then he kind of shoots out, and the girl gets excited, and she's happy and cheerful.